everyone, I'm Alice. We're here at 462 Halsey Community Farm. We are closed this year due to the pandemic, but we miss you guys. We're really proud of everything that we're growing, so we wanted to give everyone a quick tour of what's happening inside. So come on in. So we're going to start the tour at the front of the garden. We did expand our growing this year in response to the pandemic. So some of our new beds are here and here. We've got red and blue potatoes in both of these beds. So we built these, filled them up early April, late April, and the potatoes are actually going to be done in a couple of weeks, and we'll switch them out and grow some new things. In these two beds, we've got bush beans and sweet potatoes. So the sweet potatoes are climbing up the fence. Fun fact about sweet potatoes is that the leaves are edible and they're actually healthier than the sweet potatoes themselves. So even in a small space, you can grow sweet potatoes and just harvest the leaves and eat them like spinach. We've also got horseradish back in the corner of that bed, but this bed is all horseradish. So this year we're actually growing most of the ingredients that you need for fire cider, which is a great immune booster for cold weather. So we've got horseradish here, we've got garlic, onions, ginger, we'll show you all of that. But we're pretty excited about that. And then we've got, this is one of, I think, 6 zucchini plants that we have. We've got a very robust cabbage bed. We'll zoom in later and show you that they are sort of starting to fold in on themselves and become cabbage. It's pretty cute. We've got our apple tree and our perennial beds. So the St. John's wort just finished blooming. The butterfly bush is about to bloom. We've still got apples on the trees, which is great. It's a young tree and we've had a lot of really intense storms for the past couple of weeks, so we're psyched that the apples are holding on. We've got collards and kale and some salad greens smattered into this bed. On either side of me here, we've got garlic and shallots growing. So the garlic will probably be ready to be harvested in about a week, and then it'll cure for 2 weeks and be ready to go. Same thing with the shallots, they've got another week on them. We've also got mustard greens in here, calendula, borage, bee balm. There's a lot of beets in here. So in the next couple of weeks, some of the things that'll be switching over will be the potato beds, the garlic and shallot beds, so we'll start doing new crops in there. We've got more kale here. We have a lot of beautiful calendula blossoms, so we come through the space and we harvest these every day. We are getting around 30 a day now, so they're really great for skincare. They have anti-inflammatory properties. It's a great herb to grow in a small space because every time you pop a flower off, it makes a new one. So you can actually get a pretty good harvest out of a small space. So we have calendula all over. We've got broccoli in here, so you'll be able to see some of the broccoli's already been harvested. We can still eat the leaves. They taste a lot like collards. So we're gonna finish out the broccoli, probably do carrots and beets in their place. We've got cauliflower coming in for fall. This bed here is baby watermelon, sugar baby watermelon. So it's climbing up around here. It's taking over the whole bed. There's also a mix of nasturtium and cosmos in there. We have a bunch of tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants in the front. We have more zucchini, more broccoli mixed in with beets here. This is one of our cucumber beds. So we have 3 different spots that cucumbers are growing. They're all staggered, so we'll harvest these ones first, and then the next 2 beds will be subsequent. So we should have cucumbers pretty much most of the summer, starting hopefully this weekend. Ooh. I almost missed this guy. So this is our ginger bed. This is a new bed this year. It's a new crop. We've never grown ginger before, but you know, with everything going on with the pandemic, this seemed like a really helpful food/herb ally. And then there's squash in the back. So this is a climbing squash, so it'll just take over the whole fence here and be ready in the fall. This is another perennial bed, so we've got a lot of ferns in here. We had bleeding heart, we've got motherwort, motherwort escaping out of the beds. This is our berry bramble. So we've been able to harvest a pretty significant amount of raspberries so far this season. We will continue to do so, probably for the next couple of weeks. We have celery here. So we just did a pretty big harvest of the celery this weekend, but we will get a couple more harvests out of it. And then we have bush beans, so we're training them to climb up. And in here, we've got zucchini. And this is a very young goji berry. So eventually this goji berry will grow up and take up more of this bed. It'll climb up, leave no room for zucchini. In this bed, we've got borage. This is passion flower. So we had peas here in the spring, so this is one of the things that's already turned over. So we have passion flower now. There's a bunch of different lettuces, calendula, and then on the other side we've got lettuce and cucumbers. So this is our second cucumber bed. Over here we have Tulsi, which is holy basil. It's really lovely. It makes a great tea, it makes a great tincture. It smells like heaven. I wish you guys could smell it. We've got lemon balm here. Bee balm surrounding our beehives. This is a new herb bed that Orion built, and we're gonna probably fill it up today or tomorrow. So we're gonna add more purple basil. We've got some ashwagandha to plant. We have elecampane. We're gonna bring in more parsley, fennel, lemongrass. Probably not all in this bed, but it will be filled very soon. And then the rest of the herb row is in a little bit of a jumble because we've been building, but we've got echinacea popping up in all sorts of beautiful shades of pink and orange, bee balm, comfrey, oregano, rosemary, tarragon. There's a bunch of chamomile mixed in here. We've got lavender, sage, more comfrey, more rosemary at the end. Generally, these are our private beds, but some of the members who use the private beds aren't able to be here this year, so we've taken over a few of them for communal growing. So we've got more peppers, okra, eggplant in here. We have purslane, which is an omega-3, a vegetarian source of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, so really great for vegetarian and vegan people. And has a nice sort of zesty taste. We have basil in this bed, some cosmos, and then we also took over this private bed. So it's got bitter melon growing. The bitter melon will hopefully, we're gonna do another crop, but hopefully just climb up and take over this squash arch, which is new this year also. Other than that, we've got Swiss chard, onions, and lettuce in this bed. We will let a lot of calendula come up as the lettuce comes out as it gets hotter. So this is, do you guys want to see the bees? Can we go? It's a little dark. I don't know if that'll change anything, but we just harvested honey. So the frames go into an extractor that spins the honey out, but there's always a little bit left. So we're sort of leaving it in the open. And basically the bees will clean all of the excess honey off. Most of them are our bees, but there's a couple of big old bumblebees that aren't from the hive, but are partaking in the feast.